Hello everyone and welcome. Thank you so much for joining me today. Today's video is a very chill, very unplanned, just kind of ramble about some of my favorite ASMRists. While I attempt to crochet a bandana, because I want to have something to do with my hands at the same time, but I want to keep this video purely soft-spoken. And if I was to fidget in some other way, it would create more sounds. So crochet is pretty quiet, so we're going to stick with that. We're attempting, I'll show you, to make something that looks like this little bandana situation, but I am using what I have left of this green yarn. This is Barocco Pima Soft. It's a DK 100% cotton yarn for anyone who is interested. I've gotten this much done so far. I don't know if I'll finish this in this video, but I like having something to do with my hands. But if I find it too distracting to crochet and talk at the same time, then I'll focus on the talking. But I just wanted to talk a little bit about some of my favorite ASMRists. Maybe some will be new to you, some probably won't, but yeah, let's get into it. The first that I have to mention, of course, is Maria from Gentle Whispering. I feel like it's almost like unnecessary to include her in this list because it's like saying, like, what's your favorite food? Yeah, I like pizza. I mean, like, everyone loves pizza. But she is the oh, okay, yeah, alright, there we go, that's better. Sorry, but she is the ASMRist that introduced me to ASMR. She is the ASMRist I listened the most to when I was first getting into ASMR almost 10 years ago. 10 years ago, when I was a freshman in college, which was 10 years ago, so that's rough. But I talk about this in the My ASMR Journey video, but when I discovered her video, Simple Pleasures, that video legitimately brought me to tears. It felt so nurturing and so soothing, and so like I really like, I know that it's a video that's on the open internet that anyone can see, but I really felt like she was talking directly to me. Like, it was just a message that I needed to hear at that point in time, and I was hooked on ASMR ever since. Some of her recent videos that I've really enjoyed, her like gold luxury spa video. She has this like face device with these like gold balls in it, and it sounds so good. Also, she has this scent exam video, which I thought was really nice. I really liked the sounds in that. But her whispered voice and her soft spoken are both just so good. My other favorite that I listen to most often is Grace V. I've talked about her a couple of times on this channel, but she is probably the ASMR artist that I listen to most frequently. I was listening to her before I started recording this video while I was getting ready. I listen to her most nights when I'm falling asleep. And yeah, I just listen to her all the time. I listen to her in the background while I'm studying. Like probably 5 days a week at least, I'm watching a Grace V video. Something about her voice just like scratches that particular itch for me. Like her videos are on the, I guess, like quieter side. Almost everything she does is just whispering with some very, very light triggers. But her whisper is, it's perfect for me. I've said this in another video, but like, for me, it's the right kind of level where I can put it on in the background and I don't find it distracting. With a lot of, I really enjoy soft speaking and whispering as a trigger, but if I'm especially putting on in the background while I'm trying to work on something, I can find it very distracting. And yet her voice, I for some reason don't find distracting. I can listen to it in the background. The other ASMR artist whose whisper is like that is Maddie ASMR, particularly her spa role plays. She has a couple, I think 3 or 4. But her like St. Patrick's Day and Valentine's Day spa role play, I can just put them on in the background while I'm working or focusing on something, and it's like absolutely perfect. So Maddie ASMR, for Maddie ASMR, I mostly watch her role plays, which she doesn't do as frequently, but her skincare and spa role plays are really, really enjoyable for me. And I can listen to them both while I'm falling asleep and also in the background while I'm trying to focus or be productive. So there's not a lot of ASMR artists that I feel like I can do both for. I feel like I have certain ASMR artists that I listen to when I'm trying to fall asleep, and certain ASMR artists that I listen to when I'm trying to focus. But both Grace V and Maddie ASMR can like bridge that gap, at least for me. Other ASMR artists that I frequently listen to when I'm trying to fall asleep are It's Blitz. It's Blitz, yeah, I always want to say It's Bliss, but it's actually It's Blitz. I think the creator's name is Julia, and she, I think, is best known for her massage videos. She's done some with some like pretty famous people actually, but I really enjoy her role plays. She has one where she's just like getting you ready for bed, which is very soothing. She has one where it's like a customer service role play at like a package free store, a zero waste store, and that's where I discovered her, and that one is very, very nice. She's also known for her really, really magical hypnotic hand movements. No one can really do them like her. She just has this very, very elegant way of moving, and it's so hypnotic. It legitimately puts me in a trance. And I know that a lot of other people feel the same way. The other ASMR artist that I listen to frequently while working is Massage ASMR, Dimitri. He's kind of an OG. I think he just hit 1 million subscribers. And Yeah, I think he just hit 1 million subscribers like a couple of days ago, which is awesome because he's been on the ASMR scene for probably a decade at this point, but his inaudible whispering is just something else. Like the touch tapping, just this very, very gentle, very soft, very quiet touch tapping, inaudible whispering. He does like soft speaking, which I think his soft speaking is great, but his like really quiet videos are just like meltingly relaxing. They're like so slow and deliberate that it just like melts away any sort of stress or tension. An ASMR artist that I have recently discovered is Ink on the Willow ASMR. Some of her videos had come across my feed, but I think she's really having a moment right now. She makes just really engaging role plays. I often don't go for like fantasy or cosplay role plays. I think that they're interesting, but I don't find them necessarily relaxing. Like I watch them for entertainment, but I don't watch them for ASMR. And Ink on the Willow's role plays are some of the most natural I've ever seen. Like they don't feel scripted, and they also don't feel improv. They just feel legitimately like she is talking to you. She has a really, I think the one that's blowing up right now is like just talking to you outside a party, and it's so cool. The ambiance that she creates in her videos is really, really good. She has another one where she's Santa's lawyer, which I didn't expect to like, but it's acted so well. And the way she kind of goes in and out of soft speaking and whispering, just the ambient sounds are really, really well done. Really well done, yeah. And then I would be absolutely remiss if I did not mention Hey Friends ASMR. If you watch my channel, you probably know who Hey Friends ASMR is. This is not the first time I've mentioned him, but if you are into nap videos, you hopefully know who Hey Friends ASMR is, and if not, let me put you on. He is unfortunately not very active anymore, but his nap videos are the first time I discovered like an ASMR nap video, and he can put me to sleep 2 minutes flat. It's incredible. I don't know if it's only because I listen to them when I already like really need a nap, but every time I listen to his videos, I am absolutely out like a light. His nap videos are what inspired me to do nap videos, so I always have to give credit to him because his style was very influential for me in making my own nap videos, which I know that a lot of you enjoy. And his nap videos legitimately got me through grad school. I discovered him when I was in my first or second trimester of grad school, and then during lockdown, during the pandemic, having those nap videos as a resource life-saving, incredible. I also kind of have him to thank for some of the growth of my channel because my nap videos are my most watched videos, and I probably wouldn't have started doing them if it hadn't been for the influence and inspiration of Hey Friends ASMR. So, like, I legitimately cannot recommend his channel enough. If you are not following him, you should be. That is the strongest recommendation I will make for any ASMR artist on this list. Like, some of these ASMR artists, like, maybe I really enjoy, but you won't. But if you like my content, I guarantee you will like Hey Friends ASMR's content. If not, you'll get your money back. Okay, moving on to non-English ASMR artists. So some of the ASMR artists that I really enjoy who make content not in English. My favorite non-English ASMR artist is Miniu ASMR. She is a Korean ASMR artist, and I really like her role plays. She does a good amount of like eating videos, which I don't really watch, but her role plays are really good. She has one that's like a spring day ear cleaning and massage role play, and I listen to that one quite frequently. Her soft-spoken voice is incredibly soothing, and her production quality is also very high. I'm always impressed with her sets, her lighting. She has like 500,000 followers, but I legitimately believe that she deserves more. Her production quality is very similar to Lattes, who I also love. But I don't feel the need to mention Latte because everyone loves Latte. But Miniu's production quality is very similar to Latte's. And Latte no longer makes videos in Korean, so I really like having Miniu. That's Miniyu, Miniyu, who makes very, very relaxing videos in Korean. Her videos all have subtitles. I really like Miniyu ASMR. Another Korean ASMR artist that I like is, I think it's Bear Sunyoung. Yes, it is Bear Sunyoung ASMR. Her most popular video is like a cat spa video. All the videos she makes are of giving her cat like spa treatments. English, her channel name is Bear Salon ASMR, and she has several ragdoll cats, and one of them is just like the chillest cat to ever exist. And she'll just like, the cat will be asleep, she'll do little like fake spa treatments on the cats, and they're really cute. They're cute videos to watch, but also the sounds in them are very, very relaxing. She is like an older woman. She has that very soft, comforting quality to her voice. And you don't see a lot of older ASMR artist, I guess, representation. So it's great to see like more diversity in the age range of ASMR artists, and it gives that very comforting quality to her voice. As you can see, I have abandoned the crochet. It was not working out. I tried. But Bear Salon ASMR is really cute. Their videos are both entertaining and relaxing. You could watch them and be entertained, but I typically put my phone face down like many of us do, just listen to it, and the sounds are super relaxing as well. For French ASMR artists, I really like Nefertiti ASMR. Nefertiti ASMR does her videos in kind of like Franglish. She'll code switch between English and French in her videos. But her videos are also top tier content. She has one where it's like a forest massage and there's the sound of like crackling leaves and crackling branches. So good. It's fun because I do speak French and English, so when she switches in and out, I can kind of follow both as I'm drifting off to sleep. But Nefertiti ASMR is a great French ASMR artist. I also really like Behind the Moons. Behind the Moons. She makes content in both French and English. I think both are her native languages because she doesn't. I don't think she has a very strong French accent when she speaks English. I can't judge her French accent, but it sounds very, very good to me. So I'm not sure like where she was raised and what her background is, but I really enjoy her videos. I really like the way that they're lit. She has just like very, very soft, low contrast color grading, which is just pleasant to look at. Her videos aren't dark, like they're not kind of dark the way that this background is dark right now. They actually are all look like they're lit with natural lighting, but the way she color grades her videos is not harsh at all, and it's very just like, it's like the Japandi aesthetic of ASMR video color grading. Like, I don't know how else to describe it. It just gives Japandi vibes. If any of you interior design people know what I'm talking about. But yeah, Behind the Moons is a great French ASMR artist. Other French ASMR artists that I like are Aline ASMR. I think that's how you say it. Aline. A-L-I-N-E accent aigu. Her follow my instructions videos are super, super soothing. Aline ASMR is a great French ASMR artist. There's one thing in particular that she did where it's this like tapping game. And it's if you hear a tap, close your eyes. If you hear 2 taps, open your eyes. You just go. And it just puts me to sleep. I did use that in one of my videos with credit, but I don't know if she came up with that, but if she did, it is absolutely genius. It worked so well. It made my eyelids so heavy. And then for Japanese ASMR, I really like Mastercat ASMR. He is a relatively small YouTuber, and I honestly haven't kept up with all of his content, but some of his like older content I find really relaxing, very soothing. He just does kind of general triggers, trigger words, not a lot of role plays, but I just find the quality of his whispers very relaxing. I do really like ASMR with a lot of speaking in it, and so the way that someone's voice sounds is very important. Probably is important to anyone who watches ASMR, but sometimes you just like find an ASMR artist and their voice just works for you. That's how I feel about Master Cat ASMR. And then another Japanese ASMR artist that I like is Hopeful ASMR. I'm typically not very drawn to like fast aggressive ASMR, but she does it in a way that really works for me. She's also a bigger ASMR artist, but her just whole vibe is very fun, very carefree, and sometimes that can be like distracting in ASMR, but I find her particular vibe just really fun, really playful, but also relaxing, and just like the way she puts sounds together really work for me. I don't listen to Japanese ASMR as much as I forgot. My favorite French ASMR artist, I don't know how I forgot, is Tom et Serenité. Tom and Serenity. Tom et Serenité ASMR. He has a lot of kind of jokey role plays that I don't always go for, but he has one role play in particular where he is making you a suit made out of bubble wrap, and it is so relaxing. It's only a 10-minute long video, but I'm asleep by the end of it every time, even though it's only like 10 or 11 minutes long. So, yeah, Tom et Serenité is a great French ASMR artist as well. And I think those are my top, the top ones that come to mind. I'm sure I am missing some. I'm sure there are many ASMR artists who deserve to be mentioned and just are not at the top of mind right now, but there are so many fantastic ASMR artists out there. I'm curious to know if any of the top ASMR artists on my list are also at the top of your list, or if you have other favorites. If you have other favorites, I'd love to hear them. I'm always trying to find new ASMR artists. Thank you so much for watching. I got this far in my bandana. Not very far at all. Not very far at all, but we tried our best. I'll probably finish it later tonight. And I will see you in the next video. Good night. Good night. Good night.